Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
European Super League. That's all anyone is talking about right now. Today I'm going to break it down to you. Do my utmost best to break it down to you. What does it mean for club football? Is it the end of club football? Is it the end of international football for some players? What is FIFA saying? What is UEFA saying? Have players reacted? Well, a few of them have spoken out about it, both past and current players. Today we're going to look at the European Super League that is being proposed by 12 initial founding members, and how the format of the competition will be like. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the European Super League, what does it mean? Well, quite simply, it is 20 teams made up of 15 founding members. Now the 12 initial teams are made up of 6 teams coming from the English Premier League, 3 from the Italian Serie A, and the other 3 from Spain. These 12 teams will make up the initial founding members of the team. Now 3 teams will be added to make 15 teams that will permanently be staying in the competition. This means that no matter what happens during the competition and whatever position they do take, these teams will always be in the competition. Now the 5 other positions, qualifiers will be played for teams who win or come out of those qualifiers successful to play in the Super League. Now basically there will be 2 groups, 10 teams in each group. The top 3 will make it out into the quarterfinals. The 4th and 5th will play out home and away playoffs to determine which other teams will join the other 6 to make up 8 teams in there. These teams will play quarterfinals, 2-legged quarterfinals, as you know, in the Champions League, and play the second 2-legged quarterfinals, semi-finals, until the final is played in a neutral venue, much like that of the Champions League. Now, what this means is that club football, which is played as a qualifier into games like Champions League, Europa League, might be pointless at this point. Yes, club football, it is not replacing. European Super League is not replacing club football. It is not replacing club football. But what it will mean is that if I am Real Madrid and I know that no matter what position I finish in, I'm still going to be in the European Super League, which is the latest hot cake in town, what will be my motivation for playing week in, week out at such an intense pace and be competitive in those matches? Yes, so there will be nothing to play for basically, because as I said, the 15 founding teams will never be removed from this competition. 5 teams will qualify into the competition and they will be removed and replaced as and when they see it fit. I don't know how that will be determined, whether it's yet to be clarified at that point exactly, but basically the top teams, which are Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Manchester City. These are the 6 teams from England that are partaking in it. And for Spain, it is Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid. In Italy, it is Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. So these are the initial 12 teams that will be taking part. 3 teams will join them to make it 15 teams, and these teams will not, and I repeat, will not ever leave this league. And the basis for the 5 other teams to join will be qualifiers. So that is it. They will be playing this every midweek games, and they want to start in August. Now, as I said, what will be the motivation for playing a league game when you know that it leads to nothing? So basically, they will be playing warm-up games using the league games to play midweek in the Super League. That is basically what the European Super League is, and this is what it will do to football. Now in America, where most of the new owners, that is for Liverpool and also for Manchester United, who are the ones behind this, they are used to this system. Now in the USA, there is no relegation in most of their leagues, and that is something that is common for them. You ask anyone who follows sports in the US and they will tell you there's nothing like relegation. And the advantages they state is that It helps them to build teams without worrying about being relegated. Helps them to bring up academy players and introduce new talent without worrying about being relegated or whatever, or looking to lose some sort of funding or money or anything, because no matter what, the money will come in. So that is something look to be implemented here in Europe. And many people are pushing against it because of the fact that it will destroy the leagues. There will not be much competition, impetus, motivation for teams to play in the leagues anymore, because the leagues used to qualify teams for the Champions League, which is the holy grail of football. Yes, UEFA and FIFA getting angry is kind of hypocritical, and it's not like they care about the fans. It's just that they care about the losing monies. But you can hate UEFA or FIFA all you like. At least they made it all inclusive by allowing even teams like Leicester City, who no one would have fancied to ever play in the Champions League, to have the opportunity to make it in there by merit, by playing in a league where they won. There will be no stories like Leicester playing in the Champions League or the Super League again. There will be no stories like the underdog winning a league competition again. Football will basically be for making money, and that is it. And the money will benefit only the top teams, and that is why a lot of people are against it. And with this being pushed, the club statements coming out, there's been a lot of talk about it. Everyone has been happy about it, and I understand why they are not happy. But it looks like it is going to happen, and to make the most out of it, I think the threats coming in from FIFA and UEFA are so that it doesn't come through. But the way things are going, it looks like it will happen, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. Football fans will not be able to enjoy football as they used to. Well, Florentino Perez is of a different opinion and says that after a while we will thanking them for bringing this form of football in. But they are not in to destroy the leagues. They will be playing the leagues at normal, but there will be no merit. Now it will take the place of the Champions League essentially, and the Champions League will now become something like the Europa League. So this is the European Super League and how it will impact its effects on football. Remember, FIFA have already suggested something like this for Africa. They want a 20-team tournament, African Super League, and they want each and every team to raise $20 million every year for 5 years. And Gianni Infantino actually proposed this for Africa here. So you'd be surprised as to why he was not in favor of the European Super League. Well, there are reports that he is in favor of the European Super League, but he has a code name that he is using that is making it look like he is not the one in charge. But basically, if he is not in favor of it, it will only mean that he is not getting a piece of the pie or the cake, and so he might or must not support it. Players have made their voice heard. Bruno Fernandes saying that dreams cannot be bought. Mesut Ozil has come out as ever, vocal as ever, talking against it. Ander Herrera has put out a statement talking against it, and most of the players are not in favor of it because football should be open to everyone, and being enclosed with this sort of 14 teams being able to play in a Super League and never being removed from it is not the best way to go. Football is meant for everyone, to be enjoyed by everyone. We understand the club owners, they are not running a charity, they are running a business. They want to make money, and the pandemic has shown the weaknesses in where they make money from. So to avoid such a situation again, they are taking these steps in order for their pockets and for their monies not to be gone so quickly, as did the pandemic showed that they were not as strong financially as they thought they were. It's an unfortunate situation, but they need to find a balance between making money and exploiting the fans, because in the end, it's the fans who will watch the games, it's the fans who go to the stadiums and patronize this. If the fans are not happy about it, they might not see the profits they want to see. Apparently, the teams that initially come on board will get $3.5 million initial payments from financial institution and investment institution JP Morgan from the United States, and anyone will hear this amount of money is being mentioned, and it will take quote unquote a stupid individual to say no to this kind of money. But I have to say kudos to Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, who are now the only two elite clubs who have not joined yet. And I have to say, great move from Bayern Munich. Probably these two not joining could be why it might not come off. But you have to say those three slots that would have made up the 15 would have included these two. And with them not joining, really, it's going to be interesting who will be placed in there as a 15 founding member. So that is a brief summary of the European Super League and what it means to football across the world. It's funny how FIFA wanted Africa to do it in a way called the African Super League, $20 million to be raised by each African club, but this one they are being given money. Well, it's interesting, Gianni Infantino putting that on Africa and then being opposed to his own people formulating an exact same football competition. But let me know what you think about the European Super League in the comments box. What do you think, or any questions you have about it? It is not replacing club football, as I said, but it will make club football less significant. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.